guys, today we have a new story full of horror and mystery. I hope you like it. If you like this content, please subscribe to the channel and like the video to motivate us to provide more. And now let's go. The wind sliced through the darkness as I gripped the handlebars of my motorcycle. The night had fallen, cloaking the world in an eerie silence. I had always enjoyed the thrill of riding alone at night, feeling the freedom and solitude on the open road. But tonight, as I embarked on my usual route through the dense forest, a foreboding sense of unease settled deep within me. The narrow road wound its way through towering trees that seemed to whisper menacing secrets. Shadows danced in my peripheral vision, playing tricks on my mind. The engine roared beneath me, drowning out the distant sounds of the nocturnal creatures that inhabited the woods. It was just me, the bike, and the inky blackness of the night. As I sped along the deserted road, a flicker of movement caught my attention. I strained my eyes, trying to discern the source. It was too quick, too fleeting to be anything substantial, but it sent shivers down my spine. I brushed it off as a figment of my imagination, blaming the combination of fatigue and darkness. But then, the sensation returned, stronger this time. Something was watching me, lurking just beyond my field of vision. I could almost feel its hungry gaze fixated upon me. My heart quickened its pace, matching the rhythm of the engine as I pushed the motorcycle to its limits. But no matter how fast I went, the presence remained, an unshakable companion in the abyss. As I rounded a sharp bend, my headlight illuminated a figure standing in the middle of the road. Panic surged through my veins, and I slammed on the brakes, skidding to a halt just inches away from the mysterious silhouette. It was a woman, dressed in a tattered white gown, her eyes empty and lifeless. My instincts told me to flee, to leave the apparition behind, but curiosity compelled me to investigate further. With trembling hands, I reached out to touch her, but my fingers passed through her ethereal form. A chilling breeze swept through me, carrying an otherworldly whisper that echoed in my ears. The words were unintelligible, but their haunting tone left no doubt of their malevolence. Recoiling in terror, I revved the engine, determined to escape this spectral encounter. But as I pulled away, the woman's face twisted into a grotesque mask of rage and anguish. Her mouth opened wide, emitting a blood-curdling scream that pierced the night. I felt a surge of dread as if her wail had summoned something far more sinister. The forest around me came alive, the once tranquil trees were now contorted and gnarled. The branches reached out like skeletal fingers, scraping against my body as I hurtled through the darkness. The road stretched out endlessly, an unforgiving path leading me further into this nightmare. A series of glowing red eyes materialized from the depths of the forest, following my every move. They glowed with an otherworldly intensity, drawing closer with each passing moment. Panic consumed me as I realized there was no escape, no sanctuary from the encroaching horror. Desperation fueled my actions as I swerved and maneuvered through the labyrinthine roads. But the malevolent presence pursued me relentlessly, matching my every turn, my every acceleration. It seemed to revel in my fear, drawing strength from my terror. Suddenly, I found myself in a clearing, the moonlight casting an eerie glow on the barren ground. The motorcycle sputtered and died, leaving me stranded in the heart of this nightmare. The red-eyed creatures closed in, their sinister presence suffocating me. As a wave of hopelessness washed over me, a faint glimmer caught my eye. It was a small, weathered cabin nestled at the edge of the clearing. With no other options, I sprinted towards it, praying for salvation. The door creaked open, and I stumbled inside, collapsing onto the dusty floor. The air was thick with the scent of decay, and the room pulsed with an ancient malevolence. I frantically searched for something, anything that could shield me from the encroaching darkness. My fingers brushed against an ornate wooden box, adorned with cryptic symbols. Without hesitation, I pried it open, revealing a silver amulet nestled within. Its cold touch provided a sliver of comfort as I clasped it tightly, hoping its rumored powers were real. As if on cue, the door burst open, and the red-eyed creatures flooded the cabin. With the amulet held aloft, I uttered a prayer, invoking its protective energy. A blinding light engulfed the room, and the creatures recoiled in agony, their screeches piercing my ears. When the light dissipated, I found myself outside, surrounded by the morning sun. The forest had returned to its peaceful state, devoid of any malevolent presence. I stood there, dazed and shaken, the events of the night a surreal blur. I mounted my motorcycle, the engine roaring to life once again. As I rode away from the nightmare that had consumed me, I couldn't shake the feeling that something still lingered, watching from the shadows, waiting for its next victim. And so, with a mixture of relief and trepidation, I vowed to never ride alone at night again, forever haunted by the horrors that lurk in the darkness. Thank you for watching the video, guys. I hope you liked it. Do not forget to support us by subscribing and activating the notification bell to receive all new updates. Goodbye.